Hi, hello everyone, welcome. I'm Julia. We're just waiting one more minute until we start as more people are joining us, but welcome to everyone who just joined. Yeah, please use the chat. My colleague Irina will send a message in the chat in a second. There it is. So please use the chat to ask us any questions that you have during the webinar. We'll answer all of your questions at the end of the webinar in the Q&A. Welcome also to the new people who joined. Like I said, we're just waiting one more minute until more people join us, because we had quite a few registrations. So let's just wait a bit. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, we have a chat for this webinar where you can ask us any questions during the webinar. Hi, hello Eileen. Yeah, and then we'll answer your questions at the end in the Q&A. So, hi Philippe. I think we can already start, like more people will join us, but yeah, we can just get started already. So yeah. Yeah, let's get started. So hello and welcome again to the new people who also just joined. So welcome to today's webinar on email tracking. I'm Julia from Mailbutler and I'll be walking you through today's session. And I'm joined by my colleague Irina who will assist me. So for those of you who are new to Mailbutler, hi. For those of you who are new to Mailbutler, I'd just like you to give a quick overview of what Mailbutler is and what it does. So Mailbutler is an email extension for Apple Mail, Gmail, and Outlook. And basically, Mailbutler is designed to make your inbox smarter. So Mailbutler offers 4 independent solutions designed to meet your dynamic email needs: email tracking, tailored sending, inbox collaboration, and signature marketing. And in today's session, we'll be focusing specifically on email tracking. And I'm excited to introduce you to a solution to common challenges that all of us face when it comes to email communication. So email is still the most widely used form of communication in the world, whether it's reaching out to new prospects, nurturing existing leads, or staying in touch with current customers. We send emails every single day. But here's the thing, right? Once you hit send, what happens next? How are your recipients interacting with your emails? Are they opening them? Are they clicking the links that you included? Should you send a follow-up email, or should you maybe tweak your message to improve open and response rates? So these are common challenges, but fortunately, the solution is simpler than you might think: Mailbutler's email tracking. So today, I'll walk you through how Mailbutler's email tracking can give you the insights that you need to tackle these challenges and improve your email strategy. So with Mailbutler's email tracking, you no longer have to guess how your emails are performing. Instead, you get real-time insights that reveal exactly how your recipients are interacting with your emails. So I will now share my screen and show you Mailbutler live. So you should now see my screen or see it in a minute. Irina, do you see my screen? Just confirm. Okay, great. So you all should be seeing it. Right, so this is how you start. You basically just install Mailbutler for Apple Mail. As you can see, Mailbutler is already installed for me. Here's the Mailbutler sidebar. And yeah, and then once you've installed Mailbutler, Mailbutler's email tracking will be enabled by default, but you can also choose to enable both email tracking and link tracking by going to your account and preferences, and then the General tab. And then right here in the drop-down, you enable opens and clicks. So then what you do, you just send an email and then you gain access to powerful tracking insights. So after sending an email, here in the send folder, you'll see tracking check marks next to your email, allowing you to basically instantly see whether your email has been opened or if it's still unread. So you'll see 1 tracking check mark right here. You can see a gray check mark if your email is still unread, and you'll see 2 tracking check marks, 2 blue check marks, if your email has been opened. So you can also choose, if you want to get a desktop notification when your email is opened. And once your email has been opened, you simply click on those tracking check marks to reveal detailed insights and the tracking history, where you'll find the following information. So you'll see when your recipients opened your emails. So here you can see an opening that happened on this date at this time. So this basically helps you identify the best time to send your emails in the future. You can also see where your email has been opened. So you can see the country right here. And this basically helps you understand regional engagement and tailor your approach. You can also see how many times your email was opened. So you can see the percentage right here. So I've sent this email to 2 recipients. They both opened it. So that's a reach rate of 100%. And then you can also see the number of total opens and total link clicks right here. So this basically tells you if your content is compelling enough for your recipients to revisit. You can also see information on what device, operating system, and browser your email has been opened on. So you can see that right here. And this basically, getting insights into your audience's tech preferences basically helps you optimize your emails accordingly. Then you can also see, I already mentioned it, the link clicks. So you can see which links have been clicked. It will just say, instead of opened, this is like an email open, it will say clicked up here, and it will show the link that was clicked. So that's the link that my recipient clicked. So this basically helps you discover which content resonates most with your audience, so you can refine your messages. What you will also see is who opened your email and clicked your link. So if you send to multiple recipients, like I did, like I said, I sent to 2 recipients, Mailbutler will show you which of the recipients opened your email and clicked your links, providing you with even more precise tracking information. So you can see those little icons of my recipients up here. And if you hover over them, you'll also see the name. So it will say Irina. And just please note that currently seeing who opened your email, so this particular feature that I just showed, is only available if you're using certain account types in Apple Mail, so iCloud, IMAP, Yahoo, AOL, and Gmail, but will soon extend the compatibility for other email account types. So the same tracking data that you can see right here, you can also access in the Mailbutler sidebar. So it's the exact same data. You can just see which view you basically prefer. Now in the Home tab of the Mailbutler sidebar, you can see it right up here. You'll additionally find a very handy widget right here. So that's the tracking widget that provides you with insights into your email's performance over the last 48 hours, 7 days, or 14 days. And under the Emails tab, which again is up here, if you click it, you'll find a list of all your tracked emails, and you can filter those emails according to opened and not opened. And for those of you looking to level up your email game, increase trustworthiness, and improve your email deliverability, Mailbutler additionally offers the option to configure a custom subdomain for your tracked emails. And you can do that by going again to your account and preferences, General tab, and then configure your custom subdomain for tracking right here. So right, in summary, so without email analytics, you're basically operating in the dark. So you're sending out emails, but you don't really know how they're performing, who's engaging, and just how they perform in general. And with Mailbutler's email tracking, you basically light the way, because Mailbutler's email tracking provides you with detailed insights, as you just saw. And that helps you basically make smarter, data-driven decisions. So thank you so much for your time today. I hope you now see how Mailbutler's email tracking can seamlessly integrate into your daily workflow and significantly enhance your email performance. So we're now opening up the Q&A session. And we'd love to answer any questions you have. So feel free to ask. There's the chat you can use. And we'll just go through the questions that you ask us in the chat and then answer them straight away. So don't be shy and ask us anything. maybe you've misunderstood something, or maybe, you know, anything at all. So let's see. I think there are no questions yet. My question is about tags, says Philippe. I mean, yeah, go ahead and ask it. If it's not about email tracking, you can also ask about tags. It's, of course. Get a copy of this presentation. As Sarah's asking, will we get a copy of this presentation? Yes. So you've registered for this webinar, and everyone who's registered will get an email. I think, Irina, 24 hours after the webinar, because my colleague Irina is sending you that email. Yeah, so in 24 hours, you'll get a recording, and then you can rewatch everything. Yeah.
You will get an email with the link to the webinar registration tomorrow, so you can refer back to the recording whenever you feel the need. We have another question.
Yeah, we have a couple of, because Philippe also asked, maybe, yeah, let us go from top to bottom. So Philippe asked about tags, but I mean, we can also answer that. So tags, for those of you who don't know, tags is another Mailbutler feature, basically, which helps you categorize emails. So Philippe's question is, when you move a previous system with folders, how can I easily tag all previous emails? Previous system, I'm just trying to understand it. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if I understood it correctly. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. So did you previously use another tags tool? And are you asking if your tags, now that you're using Mailbutler, will be implemented? Because I'm not sure if I see the connection to folders. Maybe you can explain it a bit further. Okay, all my emails are in folders and not in the inbox. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can also, like, if you categorize emails, like if you put them in the folders, you can also tag emails in those folders. But maybe if I couldn't answer your question, you can also send us an email to support@mailbutler.io, and then you can also provide maybe a screenshot so we can better understand your question, and then we can answer it. So maybe that's a better idea for like a bit more complicated questions. Yeah.
Eileen asks, if I send to multiple people, do I have to put the addresses in two rather than CC?
No, so
go ahead.
Yeah, we also track the recipients in CC and BCC. So you can put them in CC and BCC, and they will be tracked just as those recipients in the to field. Yeah, so there's no difference.
The next question is from James. Hello, I've noticed that whenever I send an email to one of my regular contacts, I receive an immediate read notification. I understand they're using a Microsoft Exchange mail server, and it appears that the server itself may be triggering the read receipt, but rather than the recipient manually opening the email. Is this something you've come across before? Could the Exchange server be automatically marking the message as read, or is there another explanation?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not sure about the Microsoft Exchange mail server. I mean, it doesn't happen like to all Outlook email addresses you're sending, so I can definitely say that. But yeah, there can be like, definitely it's possible that like either a bot, for example, like, yeah, some kind of bot is triggering, like some kind of security bot would trigger an opening, and there's no way to prevent this from like our side. I mean, I believe we have like the developers have implemented like a mechanism to identify bot openings, but it might not, it might not take into account all bot openings. So there might still be something, some case where it still would show an opening, even that's not an actual opening, even though the recipient didn't open it. But maybe if you are experiencing this issue, you could also send an email to support@Mailbutler, because maybe this is something we can look into, prevent. So yeah, it would be great if you could send us an email, and then again describe the case, and then we can look into it. Yeah.
Okay. Diana asks, I think this is a smart assistant related question, but I think we are happy to answer it anyway. When you ask the Mailbutler to respond in the positive, the software creates text. Is it possible to initially set the text to be created with the Arial font rather than the standard font?
Okay, yeah, that's, yeah, like Arina said, so that's a question about another Mailbutler feature that we're offering. It's the AI-powered smart assistant. I'm not sure about the answer. I would need to check with the developers because I'm not sure. So you're basically saying when this is like, when the answer, like the response, when you open a draft with that, it uses like a special font rather than the standard font. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is something I would need to ask the developers about. Yeah, I'm not sure if it even should change the font. Yeah. So maybe you could also send an email to support@Mailbutler, and then yeah, the developers can look into this. Thanks.
Yes. The next question is from Erin. When I send an email, I receive a notification immediately that the email was opened. Is this supposed to happen? So this isn't to happen unless, of course, the recipient opens the email straight away. One explanation could be that maybe you are opening your sent email in your sent folder, but we have a setting for this. So you can, maybe even Julia can show this right now. You can choose to discard any tracking events triggered by your action. So this is in our content preferences. But if you don't think that that's the case for you, then feel free to reach out to us, sending us an email to support at
this could be the
mailbutler.io.
same issue as I'm not sure what the name was, James maybe mentioned with what I explained, like with the bot triggering and opening. Like if there's a security bot, like I said, we have some measures to prevent this, but yeah, just send us an email and then our developers will look into it, because yeah, definitely, I mean, it shouldn't be happening, yeah, but there can be some cases where it happens. Okay, so the next question is from Lucas. I think I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. My question regarding tracking: sometimes I receive confirmation about clicking on links in my signature a few seconds after I sent the email. Okay, I do some antivirus checks. Okay. So yeah, that's a similar question. So yeah, that would be like connected to all the other questions. So again, it's possible that yes, some kind of bot checks the emails, it checks the links in your email to see if they contain any any suspicious content, and then you'll get basically an opening notification, even though it wasn't really your recipients opening this, but it was basically like a security bot on the recipient's end. And again, like I said, we're trying to prevent this. We can't prevent all the cases, but to like further look into your individual case, send us an email. Yeah. The next question from Youssef is: kindly advise how we can activate Mailbutler on iOS, iPhone Mail for a Gmail account. So I think you're probably asking about using tracking. So basically, well, we have a Mailbutler mobile app. It's kind of like a companion app, so you can basically check tracking information, receive notifications, and use other features on the go. But we also have the option to send tracked emails from your iPhone, and it's also possible for Gmail accounts. We do have instructions for that. Yeah, maybe actually, Irina, could you, if you can find them, or if you can't find them quickly, you could also, Youssef, you can also send us an email to support@mailbutler.io, and then we'll send you the instructions. You can also do a search in our support center to see if you can find them yourself, but if not, send us an email. So let's see what the next question is. Okay, from Philippe. Is it possible to exclude email addresses from the follow-up task automation? I send a lot of emails, and I don't want a follow-up task each time I forward an email. Yes, so I mean, this is unrelated to tracking, but it's totally fine. Like we're happy to also answer that. So this is about, I believe, if I've understood this correctly, it's about the option. We have a feature called follow-up tasks, and you can choose to add like a task to every email you send. So, I mean, what you're asking, like, it's not possible to exclude, like, I mean, follow-up tasks, kind of to set a rule to sometimes not add those tasks, but you can, if you're like if you have the automation for a follow-up task to be added to every email, and then you compose a new email where you don't want the follow-up task to be added, you can just delete the follow-up task in the Mailbutler sidebar. So yeah, I think that's the best solution. Or you can disable the whole automation and only set follow-up tasks for those emails that you need it for. Yeah. Then there's Aaron asking, can you show how to deactivate tracking from sent emails? Yes, I can definitely show that. Let me just, I would just need to take over sharing again, and then I can show you. So you should see my screen. So in account and preferences, you can also, for example, like you can set to discard events per email after like 1 week, 6 months, or whatever you want. So I think that's like the best setting, but you can also like for individual emails, I mean, I'm on this email now, you can just like toggle this button and then you basically disable tracking. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. I'll stop sharing my screen again and look at the other questions that we received. Right, let's see. Okay, we don't have any more. So, I mean, if you still have any more questions, ask us. If not, if you remember, maybe after this webinar, you might test tracking yourself or other Mailbutler features, and then questions might come up. So don't be shy and just email us at support@mailbutler.io, and then we'll answer them. So yeah, maybe we can wait 1 more minute to see if there are any more questions, but I think not. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for your participation and for asking all of those questions. Like, yeah, it's really great, you know, that you're using. Oh, there's also someone, I think, no, okay, that was just an emoji edit. I thought there was another question. Yeah, like I said, thank you so much for participating. And yeah, I hope you really see the benefit of Mailbutler's email tracking. And yeah, we have this webinar like series. We basically do it for the whole month. We'll probably also continue doing it longer, but the next webinar we have will be on tailored sending. So basically how you can really, you know, like tailor your sending for the best results. So you can also register for that on our Mailbutler webinars page. And yeah, we hope to see many of you in the next webinar. Okay, have a great rest of the day and hopefully see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.